The TORAH Zone, the TORAH Zone channel presents. The TORAH Zone channel presents. Friends, I'm here with you today. My name is Gary Lee Stevens. I'm here to talk to you today about the Torah. The Torah is very important to us as children of the living Yhwh. I've been studying the Torah for a couple years now. I've been getting into Torah, and Yhwh's teaching me a lot about the Torah. Friends, I want to talk to you today about a very important chapter, a very important book of the Torah. I want to talk to you about the book of Bereshit. The book of Bereshit, okay? Bereshit in Hebrew is Genesis. Bereshit in Hebrew is Genesis. Let's begin with Bereshit chapter 1, verse 1. Bereshit in Hebrew is Genesis. I want to keep reminding you that, so that way you learn the Hebrew names of the Torah. Bereshit is the Hebrew word, and Genesis is the English word. Bereshit chapter 1 verse 1. In the beginning, Yhwh created the heavens and the earth. Let's read that again. Bereshit chapter 1 verse 1. In the beginning, Yhwh created the heavens and the earth. Okay, go with me over to the second chapter of Bereshit. Second chapter of Bereshit. We're going to talk today about the seventh day, the day of rest. Go with me to Bereshit chapter 2, verses 1 through 6. 1 through 6. And it starts out saying this. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, along with everything in them. On the seventh day, Yhwh was finished with his work, which he had made. So he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. Yhwh blessed the seventh day and separated it as Kaddish. Kaddish in Hebrew is holy. Because on that day Yhwh rested from all his work which he had created, so that it itself could produce. Here is the history of the heavens and the earth. When they were created on the day when Yhwh made earth and heaven, there was as yet no wild bush on the earth, and no wild plant had as yet sprung up. For Yhwh had not caused it to rain on the earth, and there was no one to cultivate the ground. Rather, a mist went up from the earth, which watered the entire surface of the ground. As you will see there in Bereshit chapter 2 verse 1, it is very important for us to keep Shabbat. Listen to what Yhwh says here in Bereshit chapter 2. He said right here in verse chapter 3 of Bereshit chapter 2, it says, Yhwh blessed the seventh day and separated it as Kaddish, because on that day Yhwh rested from all his work which he had created, so that itself could produce. Friends, let me tell you something. We are to keep Shabbat. Excuse me. Shabbat is important to the child of Yhwh, the child of Yhwh. As children of Yah, He wants us to keep Shabbat. This is in Bereshit chapter 2 now. Bereshit chapter 2, verses 1 through 6. It's very important for us as children of Yhwh to keep Shabbat. It is for your benefit. It is for my benefit. We are to keep Shabbat as we worship Yhwh in Ruach and in truth. We are to keep Shabbat. Shabbat is of Yhwh. What does the renewed covenant say in Yochanan? It says to worship Yhwh in Ruach in Hebrew is spirit, and in truth. Okay, what is the truth? What is the Ruach? What is the Ruach? Ruach is spirit, and the truth is the Torah. The truth is the Torah. That's what the renewed covenant talks about when it says the word of the Elohim. When it talks about the word is talking about the Torah. When it talks about the truth, it's talking about the Torah. When Yeshua taught about the Torah, when he taught about you shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free, Yochanan chapter 8 verse 32, Yochanan Hebrews John, when he says you will know the truth and the truth will make you free, the truth is the Torah. The truth is the Torah. He walked every bit of the Torah, Yeshua HaMashiach did. He would have never, ever violated Shabbat. As Hebrew, Yeshua would have always kept Shabbat. You can eat on Shabbat. You can minister the word of Yhwh on Shabbat. But you can't just do any old thing on Shabbat. You can't do your own thing on Shabbat. Let me tell you something, friends. There will come a day and time where you will stand before Yhwh, and what will you tell him when he says to you, you should have obeyed my mitzvahs? What are you going to tell him? What are you going to tell him after everybody's told you the truth, and you rejected the truth, you rejected the Torah, you rejected, the Torah is the truth, you rejected the truth and the Torah. Because the Torah is the truth. And when you reject the Torah, who you think you're going to stand before if you reject it? You're going to stand before Yhwh. That's who you're going to stand before. Let me tell you something, friends. When you disobey one of the mitzvahs of Yhwh, it's very serious. You are to obey the Torah. Go with me to Smoke chapter 20. Smoke in Hebrew is Exodus. That's the second book of the Torah. Okay, this is what it says in Smoke chapter 20, verses 8. Remember the day, Shabbat, to set it apart for Yhwh. What does it say? Let me read it again. Remember the day, Shabbat, to set it apart for Yhwh. Friends, Shabbat is very important to the child of Yhwh. Go with me to Devarim chapter. Let me find it first, and I'll give. Devarim chapter 5, verses 12. Verses 12. Observe the day of Shabbat, to set it apart as Kaddish, as Yhwh, your Yah, ordered you to do. Let me read that again. Observe the day of Shabbat, to set it apart as Kaddish, as Yhwh, your Yah, ordered you to do. So friends, there you have it. Yahuwah wants you to obey the Torah. He wants you to keep the day Shabbat. It's very important, and it's from Friday evening to Saturday evening. Shabbat is from Friday evening to Saturday evening, not on Sunday. Whoever says Shabbat is on a Sunday is lying to you. Get into the Word of Yah and check in the Torah what day the Shabbat is on. Friends, I just wanted to come to you today and share with you a little about Bereshit chapter 2, verses 1 through 6, Bereshit chapter 1, verse 1, Smoke chapter 20, Smoke chapter 20, and Devarim chapter 5. Friends, I just want to tell you, get into the Word of Yahuwah and study the Word for yourself. This has been from the Torah's own channel, a video on teaching the Torah. What is the truth? The truth is the Torah. It says in the Renewed Covenant in Yochanan chapter 8, verse 32, you will know the truth, and the truth will make you free. And what is the truth? The Torah is the truth, friends. The Torah is the truth. Not one thing, not one thing in the Torah Yeshua ever broke. He never broke the Torah. You can minister on Shabbat and you can eat on Shabbat, but you can't do any old thing on Shabbat. You can't eat pork is forbidden. It's swine. It's not of Yahuwah. Nowhere in the Renewed Covenant does it say eat pork. I've studied the Renewed Covenant myself. It does not tell you to eat pork. And they take scriptures in the Renewed Covenant out of context, saying that you can eat unclean food. You show me anywhere where it says that we can eat crab. Don't show me a scripture out of context. Show me where it says we can eat crab, swine, or any of that in the Renewed Covenant. And I've studied it from Matthew to Revelation. It does not tell you to eat any unclean food. And don't take one verse of scripture out of context. Because let me tell you something, that's very dangerous, friends, when you take a little snippet of a scripture out of context. Out of context. If you read the scripture in context, you'll find that you cannot eat unclean food. And it is not telling you in the Renewed Covenant to eat unclean food. It says, hold the sound doctrine in the Renewed Covenant. Sound doctrine ain't the Renewed Covenant. Sound doctrine is the Torah. That's the sound doctrine Yeshua is talking about. That's the sound doctrine Shaul was talking about. That's what Shaul was talking about. Sound doctrine is the Torah. And it is the truth. Thank you for being with us today. May Yhwh bless you and keep you. May Yhwh make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May Yhwh lift up his countenance upon you and give you shalom. Amen. Email me at GaryInMagnolia 3 at live.com. Your prayer requests or anything you need. That's GaryInMagnol 3 at live.com.